Okay, fine. Okay, let's get continue. Okay, so there are so many programming languages across the world. So what is language? See, language is a medium of communication between the two people, as we know that. Suppose I want to interact with you, we need a language. Hindi, English, Japanese, French. This is a language, common language. What about programming language? Programming language is a medium of communication between the computer and the programmer. Means the programmer interact with the computer on the basis of language. Okay, so there are so many programming languages. Each and every has some importance. See, Python is also a very important programming language nowadays. Understand? Python is very good for machine learning, big data, and other important areas. But still the Python is not nominated for the mobile development, mobile application development. Java is frequently used in mobile application development. Security of the Java is very, very high. Okay. And second thing is that, okay, who is the responsible for the Java development? There are three people who are responsible for the Java development: Mike Sheridan, Peter Norton, and James Gosling. Understand? Mike Sheridan and Peter Norton is not they are not the programmer actually. They are taking care of the business development team and the designing and graphics, but James Gosling was the main programmer. Okay, why the name is Java came? Okay, why? What is the reason behind of the Java? Actually, during the development of the Java, the team has consumed lot of coffee. So they assumed that we have developed this kind of programming language due to the best coffee we have consumed during the development of Java. So the best coffee came from the Java island. All right. So Java is one of the blend of coffee. Understand? Java is one of the blend of coffee, and the three peoples are responsible: James Gosling, Peter Norton, and Mike Sheridan. All right, this is about earlier. Okay, can you please tell me, Java is the product of which company? Anybody have any idea? Okay, earlier it was the product of Sun Microsystem. Understand? But right now it is the product of Oracle Corporation. Okay, now what are the flavors and what are the courses and what are the categories of the Java? So number one category is J2 SE, Java 2 Standard Edition. All right. As per your knowledge, we will come across on the programming, loopings, if conditions. There are so many things we will see in this course: functions, classes, objects, file handling, database connectivity. But before that, what are the introductory part of the Java? Historical facts. J2 EE. J2 SE means Java 2 Standard Edition. Understand? It is nothing but a core Java. Okay. Okay, there are, okay, one second, J2 EE, Java 2 Enterprise Edition. And the number third is J2 ME. J2 ME means Java 2 Mobile Edition. All right. Java 2 Mobile Edition, Java 2 Micro Edition, you can say that. Okay, Java 2 Mobile Edition. Okay. There in across the world, there are three types of applications are running. One is a standalone application. What are standalone applications? Standalone applications are those applications which can run only a single machine on which they are installed. Can you please give me an example of the, let me check, someone is asking, yeah, Sajid Suhag. Okay, walaikum assalam. Okay. So this batch are joining from the different categories. Okay. See, so the one form of the application is a standard edition. Okay, 1 minute. I think that there are some interruption. Okay, fine. That's fine. I think you are getting the screen and my voice is clear to all of you. Am I audible to all of you? Can you please confirm? Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Great, great, Neha. Okay, thanks for reply. Okay, you can also interact to me by chatting. Okay, there is a chat option in the Zoom. Okay, fine. So J2SE I'm talking about. I will come on this version. I will come on this notation just a moment. So there are three types of applications are running across the world. Number one is a standalone application. Standalone applications are those applications which can run only on a single machine on which they are installed. Can you please give me an example of the standalone application? A standalone application. MS Office is the biggest example of the standalone application. Suppose MS Office is installed in my laptop, in my machine. It cannot run on your machine until you installed. Okay, fine. Second example, drivers, LAN card driver, graphics card drivers are the standalone application. Third example, operating system is the biggest example of the standalone application. But nowadays, cloud computing is coming in the picture. So on the basis of internet, you can install the operating system. It doesn't matter, but comes under the category of a standalone application. Fine. So all the standalone applications are developing under this category, J2SE, core Java. With the help of Swing, with the help of applets, we can develop all the standalone applications with the help of J2SE standard. All right. But nowadays, there is a boom of web-based applications. Flipkart, Facebook, Amazon, Instagram. These are all the example of the web-based application, and these types of application comes under the category of J2EE, Java 2 Enterprise Edition. Development. What about J2ME? J2ME means mobile-based applications with the help of Android. Understand? With the help of Android, you can develop any mobile-based application. Okay. The biggest competitor of the Java is Microsoft. Understand? So when the Java creates some development, Microsoft also creates some development. So Java has introduced the J2ME, okay, and the Microsoft has introduced the Xamarin. Okay, nowadays J2ME development is categorized into further two parts. Means mobile development are further categorized into two parts in Java. Number one is with the help of Java, we can do the mobile development, mobile-based application development, and the second language is Kotlin. With the help of Kotlin, we can do the mobile-based application development. All right. Okay, fine. Okay. So accordingly, Microsoft has introduced the Xamarin. Okay, so if you are going with the J2ME, J2ME, J2SE, the most essential part is that you must know the core Java. Understand? Without core Java, you cannot take the entry in the J2EE environment or J2ME environment. All right. So these are all about the small introduction part. Any question from your side? You can ask me any question from any topic. Okay, feel free to ask any question. If you have any doubt related to your career, related to your development, no problem. You can ask me. I will try to reply. Understand? Okay. So before starting the Java, okay, we have to download and install it. So what are the important softwares we have to download in our machine? And where this software will get, from where we will get these softwares. We always recommended the official site for downloading. Okay, so number one, we have to download JDK, Java Development Kit, JDK. Understand? JDK will be provided by the Oracle Corporation site, Oracle site. Okay. Number two. It's okay. If we only install JDK, we can start the programming, but we will not get any environment. That environment is called IDE, Integrated Development Environment. We can execute our program with the help of JDK only, but for that we have to take a support of DOS. Understand? In the DOS environment, we can execute. The two things are very important. Number one is compilation. compilation. Okay, how to compile our program after writing, then after that execution. Okay, compilation and execution, these are the two very important things. Suppose we have planned that we will learn Java together. This is just a plan. But suppose we have completed the Java, this is our execution. So compilation and execution are the two important things. First of all, we have to compile our program, then we will execute. Understand? Let me, what is the roadmap and should follow for starting the BTech degree in order to get the good placement? Okay, fine. So she has asked a very good questions. What is the roadmap one should follow from starting of the batch degree in order to get the good? Neha, actually, I am still the part of the panel of the interview. Okay, so I can suggest you 95% question. 95% question you can write down on your copy. 95% question will be definitely asked from the core Java only. They are not interested in the web development. You are aware or not? If you know, that's very good. They are not interested, you know J2ME or not, but the most essential part is the core Java. 95% question will be asked. What is class? What is the difference between interface and inheritance? Okay. What are the important classes for file handling? What is serialization? Understand why the pointer is not included in Java? Why Java is a pure object-oriented programming language, is not pure object-oriented programming language? What is the definition of functions? Okay, how the object is created, these are all things. Okay, what are the infinite loops? Okay, these are, what is the difference between while and do while loop? Okay, these are very, what is the important classes for database connectivity? What is JDBC? Okay, these are very important questions you have to prepare for your interview. Okay, then after that, the company, when you're recruited in the company, when you joined any company, they provide the complete training. Okay, because each and every company have a different project standards. Okay, so you have to prepare the core Java, that is very important. Okay, I will give you the complete list for the interview, no problem. Okay, fine. So JDK, Java Development Kit, how to get the JDK? No problem, it's a very simple process. Fine, just go to, 1 second. Okay, see, download JDK for Windows, download JDK for Mac, download JDK for Linux, no problem. Linux means window, download JDK. Just clicking. This is the first official site, Oracle. From here you can download. Okay, JDK download. It's already there in the first page. You can download JDK here. Okay, I have already downloaded this JDK. Now you can see. Just I'm showing you. This is the JDK. Okay, easily you can download from the Oracle site. JDK is the first essential software for your Java. Okay, so you can download the JDK from Oracle site. Understand? After that, after downloading, you have to install this setup. You have to install. Okay, you have to install. Okay, how to install? Just next, it will install. Okay, let me show you. Nowadays, class 5th standard or 6th standard students know how to install and how to download. Okay, so just clicking on yes. Okay, see, installed. Okay, already actually it is installed in my machine, and lot of programs are mapped with the Java, so I will not install. Okay, fine, otherwise it will be upgrade. Okay, fine, so you can just click on install and it will be installed in your machine. Okay, after that, after downloading the JDK, and you have to install the JDK. All right, now the next is BlueJ. What is BlueJ? BlueJ actually, JDK is open. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so after completing the JDK, JDK is a Java development kit you have to install in your machine. And after that, the second important software is BlueJ. Okay. There are so many other softwares also, MyClips, NetBeans, but we will discuss them later on. Okay, first of all, BlueJ. So BlueJ is a light-weighted integrated development environment IDE supported by Oracle. Understand? It is also supported by Oracle. JDK also supported by Oracle. So both the product will be from the same company. So the better compatibility will be there. So BlueJ is the second software you have to install in your machine. Okay. Now how to download the BlueJ? 1 second. See, go to BlueJ, download. BlueJ download. 1 second. This is the official site bluej.org. Just go there. And there are a lot of categories, Windows, Mac, Ubuntu, others. जिसके लिए आप चाहें, ठीक है? So I'm just going with Blue Windows. Okay, just click on this. See, the downloading has started. Fine. So after that, these two software you have to install. And how to check? Just go to run appwiz.cpl, application wizard.cpl. All the installed software you can see here. Okay, just type here BlueJ. You will get BlueJ is installed or not. Okay, fine. Next, you can cross check JDK. Just type Java. This is JDK. Understand? So these two softwares are already installed in my machine as a first basic steps. So JDK is installed and BlueJ has been installed. Now, the second most important point is that suppose we want to run Java program from DOS environment. I don't want to use BlueJ. I want to run my program without BlueJ, without any environment. So for that, you have to set the path. Okay, path setting is the third most important point. Number one, you have to download JDK. Number two, you have to download and install the BlueJ. The third is that you have to configure the path. Why we configure the path? Okay, 1 second. This is this PC. Maybe your program is stored in C drive. Maybe your program is stored in D drive. Maybe your program is stored in E drive. Maybe your program is stored in F drive. Suppose your program is stored anywhere in your computer. If your path is configured or set, you can execute that program from any drive. If your path is not set, if your path is not configured, then what you have to do? 1 second. I want to show you. Just listen this carefully. C drive. 1 second. In the C drive, program files. One second. Java. This is JDK folder. After installing the JDK, these folders will be created automatically. In the C drive, program file, Java, then JDK, then bin. Here you have to place your program, then your program will be executed, because compiler and interpreter will be present only here. If you don't set the path, then you have to place your program over here, then your program will be executed, but this is not a good practice. I want to execute my program from anywhere. So for that, you have to set the path. So how to set the path? This is actually the path. Okay? And this is your These are the important files. Just this is your Java exe. ठीक है, for execution, and one more, this is Java C is a compiler. So this is the execution exe, this is your Java compiler. Both files are present in the bin directory. So this is called a path. Just copy this path, copy address as a text, and here I'm just pasting in the notepad. One second, in the notepad plus, no problem. This is your path actually. This is your path. Path means where. Path means, what is the definition of path? Path means where your compiler and execution files are stored. So my compiler and execution files are stored in C drive, program file, Java, JDK 1.8.0 underscore 191, then bin. Okay, this is my path. Just I copy this. Okay, one second. Go to right click my computer properties. Okay, advanced computer setting. Okay, environment variable, and this is the path. Okay, just edit this path and just create a new and just paste this path here. This is called path configuration. Now you can see that this line, last line, and let me magnify. Okay, sorry. Now you will better understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, now you can see that the last line I have just pasted, and the second line is exactly same because we have already configured this path. Okay, I just want to remind this thing. Close it, close it, close it, and close it. Okay, independent. Okay, one second. Okay, independent. I want execution of my programs independent. I want to execute my program from anywhere. I don't want any foundation. Okay, one second. So just go to this computer, right click, go to the property, then go to advanced system settings, then go to advanced tab. This is advanced tab. And then go to environment variable. We are just setting the path configuration. Okay, 1 minute. And there is a path variable, just edit it. Okay, and go to the new and just paste your path here. This is nothing but the path configuration. As a developer or a programmer, you should know these steps. Maybe in the company these are required. Okay, fine. Just I cancel it because I have already configured my path. Okay, cancel. Okay, cancel. Fine. So what we have done, take a small reminder, take a small revision. We have downloaded JDK, all right. We have downloaded BlueJ. We have installed JDK. We have installed BlueJ, and we have already configured the path. Now we are completely ready for making the program. Okay, so how to make the program? Fine. First of all, we have to understand the structure of the, one second, let me down the magnification, close this window. Okay, Java is purely object oriented programming language. Okay, any doubt? Java is a purely object-oriented programming language. So without class, we cannot start our programming. First of all, we have to create a class. So number one, we have to create a class followed by any name. Understand? Okay, you can specify any name. Don't worry about the Java naming conventions, which type of name we have to give, just forget it. Give any name, any meaningful name. Second most important point is that after creating the class, second most important thing is that we have to create a main function. Understand? Main function. We have to create a main function. Without main function, our program will not execute, because main function is the responsible function for our program execution. So the class must be there. Inside the class, one main function must be there. Then number 3, main function provide you the body, provide you the body in which you can write down the programming code. All right, this is a basic skeleton structure. Now, without wasting the time, I just want to show you a basic program in the Java, how to run in. Let me check. We have only 6 minutes actually. Okay, we have only the 6 minutes. Okay, fine. So let me, how to manage our data. Just a moment. In D drive, let me take a folder in the D drive. Let me take a folder in the D drive. Java programming. This is my folder, and inside the folder, just 1 second. Let me open this folder. Right click. I am creating a file. Demo1, and the extension of the file must be Java, because this is a Java file. This is a Java source code which I'm going to write. Like the Python, we have to give the py extension demo1. So my demo1 file is created inside the Java programming folder. I think someone is asking the question, sir, is it possible to have more than one main function in the same project? Actually, main function can be overloaded. You're asking, suppose more than one function with the same name, then it means it is overloaded. Okay, overloaded. But the main function which is originally designed, will be executed first. Okay, you can create more than one function with the name of main. Okay, that situation is called function overloading. That function is called function overloading. But the main which is purely designed will be like that. Just a moment. I'm just writing public static void main string args. Understand? This is your main function, which will the first execution point in your program. Understand? You can create other main also, but this will be the first executed. Okay, it will only first execute. Okay, other function you can execute from this function, but the JVM Java virtual machine will only identify this function, because inside the Java files and configuration file, this function is configured as a first initiative function. Hope you understand. KYOB user. Okay. The function loading means, in the nutshell, I want to give the time is running. Main can be overloaded, but always this function will be executed with the sys signature. Okay, fine. Just 1 second. Even two-way communication. If you have any doubt, you can ask. See, I always try to reply. Can main method be overloaded? See. Yes, you can overload the main method in the Java, but when we execute the class, JVM start execution with a public static void main string method. I have given the same reply to you. Hope you are satisfied by my answer. Hope you are satisfied by my answer. Okay, maybe you will reply later on. Okay, fine. Fine. See, okay, so this is the program I have created. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay, fine. So let me open this program for writing something in this type program. So either we can open this program in Notepad++. It's an editor. editor, or we can open this program in the Sublime. Sublime is also editor. This is Sublime. Okay, this is Sublime. So how to write our main program? This is Sublime. Java 1 dot, Java 1 dot. Okay, let me increase the size here. Okay, class. And what is the name of my class? Demo 1. Okay, this is class body, and inside the class body, public static void main string args. And how to write anything on a screen? There is a statement system.out.println. Can you please rejoin for 15 minutes, 5 minutes? Because the time is running actually. Can you please rejoin for 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes? Okay. Because the time slot of this meeting is getting over 40 minutes. Can you please rejoin for 15 minutes? Okay, fine. Okay, let me continue because I have another meeting right now. Okay, see. So public static void main is a main function. Okay, and class demo is a class. So public static void main is a main function which is responsible for the execution of the program. Okay, if there is no main, our program will not execute. This is the main starting point. Our program execution started from the main. This is the answer of the initial stage. But the Java program does not start from the main. Java program execution start from a static initialization block, SIB. Because we have not created, even we don't know anything about the SIB, so I have not included. Understand? But later on we will see how to create the SIB, a static initialization block. Okay, fine. So public static void main is a main function. Okay, this args is just a variable. You can change it. You can change it, no problem. Okay, what you can change? You can public static void main, all right, and static public is also available. Identifier and access specifier and access modifier can be interchanged, no problem. Okay, that we will discuss later on. Okay, fine. So how to write anything on the screen? System dot out println. Hello students. Okay. And system.out.println. How are you? Okay. End of the statement, semicolon must be there. Okay. Just like the full stop in the English we use. So after completing the statement, we have to put a semicolon. So system.out.println. Okay. There are two functions, println and print. Suppose we are using print. Print function does not change the line. It retains the cursor in the same line. So the hello students and how are you will become on the same line. Let me save it. Save it. After writing the program, I have just saved it. System.out.print is a statement by which we can print anything on the screen. But I will tell you what is system. Actually, system is a class. Out is a reference variable of the print stream class, and print is the static function. But you don't know these terms right now. Okay, I will tell you. Let me save this program and how to execute it. This program is created inside Java programming folder, and Java programming folder itself created inside the D drive. Now, going to the DOS mode, D drive, CD Java, just I'm pressing the tab. So when I will press the tab, all the files related to all the directories related to Java programming will be there. And I'm just clicking on enter. Okay. So inside Java programming, There is only a one file that is called demo1.java. Okay. So how to execute demo1.java? Before execution, we have to compile it. Compilation process means, what is the compilation process? Compilation process means in the compilation process, my program will check syntactically they are correct or not. Means is there any syntax related error or not? So how to compile? Java C demo1.java. Java C is a compiler, then file name.java, the file which we are going to compile. The cursor is coming without any error. That means there is no error. Okay, one second. I am just removing this semicolon. Save it again. Now there is a syntax error because according to the syntax of Java, there must be a semicolon and I have removed it. Now, let me clear the screen and Java C demo1.class. Now it will show the error. Oh, sorry, just a moment. Java C, let me see. It is showing one error. System.out.print hello, how are you in this line? Expected semicolon. It is showing expected semicolon. If our program will not compile, we cannot go to the next phase, that is called execution phase. So let me put a semicolon here. And now again save it. Clear screen, CLS is for clear screen. Java C demo1, oh, sorry. Java C demo1.java. Now there is no error. Okay, if there is no error means my program is compiled successfully. Now we can execute it. How to execute? Java, only Java and demo1. Hello students, how are you? It is coming in a same line because I have used system.out.print. Okay, so Java C file name.java is a compilation statement. Java demo1 is an execution statement. Okay, after compilation we can execute it. Now I am using the ln. Now the two statement will come in a two different line. Again, if I do any kind of change, then again we have to compile. Java C file name.java, and I'm just using the arrow key, top arrow key. So all the repeated commands will be again come on the screen. And again, I'm using Java demo1. Now the hello students are coming in the one line and how are you is coming in the another line. Okay, in this manner we can start our programming. If one program is executed, then 1000 program can be executed in the same manner. Now one thing I like to discuss, what is compilation? Just a moment, 1 second, only 1 second. Hardly I will take 1 second. See, whatever we write, this is called source code. Understand? This program is called source code. Understand? And the source code is high level language in English, but the computer does not know English. Okay, so Java compiler, this is Java compiler, and Java compiler is in the form of Java C. Java C is a Java compiler. It takes the source code and convert into what? Convert into what? Bytecode. Bytecodes are the universal codes. It can execute on any platform. This bytecodes make the Java as a platform independent language. So Java is a platform independent language, means after compilation, the Java compiler produces the bytecodes, and the bytecodes can be executed on any platform. What do you mean by platform? Here the platform means operating system. So these bytecodes can be executed on Windows environment. These can be executed on Mac. These can be executed on Linux, and these bytecodes can be executed on any other operating system. Okay, but they need one thing that is very important, because the bytecodes are not the executable codes. Please, my dear student, try to understand, bytecodes are not the executed codes, and the computer only execute the executable codes. So we need one more thing. We need one more thing, and that is called JVM. So JVM is basically used to convert bytecode into the executable code according to the operating system. So JVM means Java Virtual Machine. So Java Virtual Machine is totally different from all the operating system. Means the JVM will be different from Windows. The JVM will be different from Mac. JVM will be different from Linux. JVM will be different from others. Understand? This is all about your compilation process. Understand? Means when we have given the Java C, our program is converted into bytecode. But when we have given the Java, 1 second. Java C and demo 1 dot Java. This is actually compilation process. Means our program is converting into bytecode. By this command, our program will be converted from source code to bytecode. Understand? But still the program cannot be executed, because for execution, the bytecode should be converted into the executable code. So again, I have given the command Java and demo 1. This is actually JVM work. Now, the JVM will convert this bytecode into the executable, and result will come on a screen. The result will be displayed on screen. Hope you understand. This is a complete compilation process of Java. Now, the query